So Joker 2 trailer dropped. Just thought we'd talk about it. We can't watch it because they are doing copyright claims.
Yeah, I've not even
My
seen it
video
yet.
earlier was copyright claimed, but I thought we'd just have a chit chat about it. Have we all seen the trailer? Hopefully we
I
have.
have
I did
not.
put it in the chat saying that we will be covering it. So
Yeah.
we all seen it?
I
Yeah.
have not.
Perfect, Nick. Good job. Good job. Do you want to go watch it then? Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get a bunch of yard work knocked out before my meeting today.
That's fine.
How long is it? Like 2 minutes?
2 minutes 50. Go watch it now. We'll
right.
chat about it and you can come back.
All right, I'll be right back.
I thought it was quite a good trailer, to be honest. All things considered, I thought it was a pretty decent trailer. It's getting good traction.
And I think it gives us some insight into what they were thinking all along, and it kind of vindicates some of the thinking that Tom had. I think.
I think it.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think it actually looks more balanced rather than just a straight up musical as well. So it looks very much more balanced, just peppered in with musical pieces throughout rather than a straight musical, which I think would please people. I don't know if anyone else got that impression. Well, you keep going, Colton.
No, I agree with you. At the same time, I mean, you can tell when it switches between each of their psychoses. I think.
Yeah.
Visually, there's a different style. I think that's unique. I think that you're going to always be questioning how it plays out. Like, from what perspective are you watching this? And are they both unreliable narrators? And somewhere in the middle is the story. I mean, this is going to be, you're going to be trying to figure it out all along the way.
So Harvey Dent's going to appear, as you can see here on the closed captions.
Oh.
Because he's going to be the DA, presumably, or at least the attorney. So but I mean, yeah, I quite liked it. I mean, I really like. So there was something which was really unique about. So this color grading was again the exact same color grading that they did on the original. And I don't know whether this is at the start or midway through the movie or anything like that, because it seems to get lost in certain scenes. So like here, for instance, that color grading, there's a little bit there, but it's not as vibrant. And then when they're in the psychosis, there is none of that color grading. Actually, it's gone completely. This is the trial still. A little bit of it here, not too much. I don't know. I'm pretty keen on it, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's shot in a way that they have three different, visual presentation selections that they're doing. And I think that one of them is very much for her, one of them is very much for him, and one of them is, the audience, our perspective. So I find it fascinating. But I think it largely is still dominated by that green filter. It very much has that Matrix kind of a thing. Tom?
There's something about this trailer. Like, I was kind of looking forward to this movie, and now I see this trailer, and I'm just kind of like,
okay,
what the hell is this? And again, I could be wrong. The first movie ended up surprising the heck out of me. Something very pretentious in this trailer. Maybe it's just me.
How's it really pretentious?
I don't know what it is. It just rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy on it, because I was looking forward to this, and I've been somebody sticking up for this movie for a while. And, I've been making the joke that, the only person who can make everybody stop talking about Taylor Swift is Lady Gaga. Right. But she didn't do anything for me in this trailer. Like, she just kind of felt like a dead lump.
I think that's possibly a good thing, though. If the movie then lands her as this Harley Quinn character very bombastically, say towards the end, I think it would be good if they hide that in the trailer. Surely, or not?
I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping this is like the first film where I was completely wrong by the vibe I was getting from the trailers and the stuff we were hearing. Because, I mean, yes, some of those things were there and some of my fears were in the film, but it actually managed to turn out very decent. And I was able to accept it, kind of like when, a TV show will pay homage to a movie, or a comic book will pay homage to a movie, or something like that. You know, that's kind of what it felt like, and it kind of won me over because I'm a huge Scorsese fan. But I'm looking at this and I'm just trying to, I don't know. I don't know what I watched. I'm still trying to piece it together. And maybe it's just too tone poem-esque, or they're just giving us too much of it feels like he's just trying to evoke moods and not really give us what this movie necessarily is yet. But if this is what the movie is and it's just a bunch of wacky, avant-garde, pretentious shit that's going to take me out of this, then I don't know. Because there was at
They
least
didn't really have that with the first one, did they? To be
no,
fair.
and that's kind of where I'm worried. Like, and I could be, and I hope it's not. So, and people are questioning Scorsese. Well, yeah, the first movie is literally a ripoff of King of Comedy and Taxi Driver with the Joker in it. And this one, I don't know what they're doing yet. So I don't know.
I don't know. I quite like. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to
I like
it.
how it looks. I mean, like that part of it. Maybe I'm just so used to the crappy trailers we get lately that this took me off guard.
Yeah, true. True. I mean, this is pretty brutal. Gavel, boosh, blood. I mean, obviously, this would probably be in his head. But again, we don't know really, because some people would have probably said that about the Maury shot, where he goes, "You get what you fucking deserve," and blasted Maury in the face, right? In the first one, this might be real. You never know. I think that's part of the. Well, because we don't. But the thing is, if you're coming at this from a, you got to remember we've all seen the first one, right?
Right.
So, kind of know it. We're coming at it from a perspective of we've watched the first one, so we know that there's a lot of mind games in it. So you're trying to make sense of something which has probably been, laid out in a way to throw everyone off the scent because they've all watched the first one. Whereas the first one, the trailers, they didn't need to do any of that, right? You didn't need to throw people off the scent that much because no one knew what was going on anyway. Whereas now you kind of know that there's this, thematically, is it in his head? Is it out there? What's there, etc. So we're probably being quite foolish trying to make a significant amount of sense from this, because if I was making the trailer for this, I would purposely try and hide a lot of stuff. I would purposely throw people off the scent. I don't know. I think that's part.
Well, this is definitely in a dreams-ish kind of point of view because they're on the courtroom steps, but there's no courtroom behind them. So
yeah.
I mean, this is definitely clearly not that. So
yeah, I'd agree with that. Nick, are you back yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think? You just freshly watched it. Let's get your opinion.
Yeah. So I like the first one. But I got to tell you, I'm not a Lady Gaga fan at all.
Okay.
But maybe I just don't like her. I don't know what it is about her. I'm just not a fan. But maybe she'll win me over with her performance in this. I'm expecting great performances, but this is definitely not your typical comic book Joker.
Well, neither was the first one.
Yeah. And of course they're keeping to that same sentiment with this one. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent on it. I didn't hate it, but I did finish it like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this to come out. I'm definitely gonna go see this. Like Alien Romulus, Wolverine, Deadpool trailers. I was like, oh yeah, I'm in. Day one, can't wait. When I finished this, I was kind of like, okay, all right, could be interesting. But just from what I saw in the trailer, it just seems like one of those movies. I'm just gonna have to go watch it and see how I feel. I didn't get a strong persuasion on either one way. Either I definitely want to go see it, or I think I'm going to pass on this. It's just seemed okay for me.
Fair enough. I do think it's shot incredibly beautifully. I think Todd Phillips has earned people's benefit of the doubt.
I'd agree with that.
The movies he's done. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens. Yeah. Any further thoughts, or should we just move on now? We've sort of labored on this quite a long time now. So
that one shot that you had pulled up earlier, where Harley's walking up and she's got her face painted more like Harley Quinn. I thought that was the best image of her in the entire trailer. It's when she's walking up the court. Yeah, right there. Like that. That's the best image of her as Harley Quinn in the entire trailer right there for me. And Joaquin Phoenix, man, I don't know what he did, but he must have like went on like a 2-month-long fast or something, because he looks definitely sick.
Disgusting.
When they showed his back and all his like bones and stuff were like popping out.
Yeah, pretty gross. Well, we'll sort of see how this goes. We've got some super chats about this. We'll get to real quick. So, Accent Seller says, people say no Batman. Remember, he is still a kid. This is true. It's also just not a Batman film.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to be Batman, so that's also to be considered. But there you go. We will move on. Again, labored the point on that quite a lot. Guys.